Yeah.
Canelo's back in action.
He is.
Pound for pound. We're talking about the pound for pound. I know why they call it a funny bone, because it makes me laugh.
Bruv.
We're talking about the pound for pound Canelo taking on
Pound for pound. Is there anyone else in the pound for pound list that doesn't have a knockout in the last 4 years?
Yeah.
He hasn't had a knockout since June of 2021.
Wait, let's go for it. So pound for pound number one is Usyk. He stopped Dubois.
Yep.
Crawford, he stopped Spence. Inoue stops everyone. Bivol stopped that guy he fought before Beterbiev. Beterbiev knocks out everyone. Bam Bam Rodriguez knocks out everyone. Who else is in the pack? Tank, Shakur. Oh, Shakur.
Shakur stopped Hadley.
Oh, true.
Yep.
Tiafimo. Who else is in the pack?
I think we've gone past the pound for pound top 5.
Well, yeah. Well, I already said the pound for pound.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Of the pound for pound top 5, Canelo's the only one.
He's not in the pound for pound my top 5.
But he's in lots of people's pound for pound. You literally introduced him as the pound for pound. So
I was gonna say pound for pound, like in and around.
Yeah, he's the pound for pound. Yeah. But as a pound for pound guy, and he's in most people's top 5, maybe he's 5th at this point. But
I put him 6th. But
yeah, but is there anyone else in the pound for pound top 5 that doesn't have a knockout in the last 4 years? Does he need a knockout? Can he keep?
Well,
you called it when he went 12 rounds with John Ryder. That's when you said, "Yo,
yeah, this guy got no power left, bro." Yeah. When he went 12 rounds, and you know what made it even worse? I have to say something because I just discovered. You know, Canelo's wins of recent have been looking really stinky. You know, because they aged so poor. He went the distance with John Ryder. John Ryder's next fight, he got knocked out Munguia. He got knocked out by Munguia. Then Canelo fought Munguia and went the distance. And Munguia got knocked out by that Frenchman. So I'm like, bruv, these men could knock out these guys and you ain't knocking them out, bro. Yeah. And I'm like, if we're going by Conor Benn, if Conor Benn stops William Scull, then brethren, basically, what are we saying? What are we saying? You can't knock out William Scull. And Conor Benn, who's, 6 weight classes. That's what I'm starting to think, yeah.
He couldn't knock out Charlo. Charlo ain't even fought since.
But Charlo was a career 54 as well. He came up, 2 weight classes.
That was September. I'm saying, like, that's a Charlo that's not even motivated. Like he
just came for the money.
He's not fought since. That was the end of 2023. That was 18 months ago.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
I mean, we've got that. You know, I don't know if he can be in the pound for pound top 5 at this point. You know, he's.
You have to knock out William Scull. But here's a question to you. Well, how do you feel about Canelo not fighting in North America? Is it not Cinco de Mayo this weekend?
I feel like every time Canelo fights is Cinco de Mayo. These Mexicans be making it up. I swear down, bro.
Or Mexican Independence Day or something. Something's happening this week.
It is Cinco de Mayo weekend.
It's Cinco de Mayo.
It is, yeah.
And he's not fighting in Mexico. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
It just means he got paid a big bag of food. You know what I'm saying? Because Mexican beef and that, bro.
Trust me, he probably got paid paper.
You got to think of Canelo is probably Mexico's biggest sporting star.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I mean? So, him and J Balvin, they got that shit on lock, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
For him not to fight in Mexico,
that you'd have to pull it, that you'd have to.
I think it's plus 100 mil.
Or like Vegas or somewhere in the South. Vegas,
I think it's plus
Texas.
100 mil. I think it's plus 100 mil. We got paid a 3-fight deal, innit? So it's not over 1 fight.
Yeah.
Here's another thing, though.
But he will be bringing a lot. I mean, when Saudi is making this is what Saudi do. They're really good at this strategy. When they're paying you the money, they want you to bring your eyes to Saudi, bring your audience to Saudi. Facts. So at least one of these fights needs to be here. Maybe after this, and I guess this is where you're going. If he gets through Skull, what's next? Hopefully we see Crawford. Hopefully by the end we see Benavidez. I wouldn't be surprised to see one of those 2 fights in Saudi and one of those 2 fights back in North America again.
Facts.
I think it kind of earned the right to go back to North America and have
a
fight there.
But I feel like it's brazy. But maybe because it's a William Scull. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because it's a William Scull.
This is the most likely that you're going to get a knockout. This is the most likely. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not get a big gate in Vegas for a William Scull.
Exactly.
So you might as well.
That's what I said about their strategies normally spot on.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? They take William Scull to Saudi. He knocks him out in Saudi, and then he goes and has a.
I want to tell you something you're gonna be disgusted.
Oh God, here we go.
Do you know this fight's for Undisputed?
You know what? I'm looking at it on BoxRec, and I saw that Skull's got this IBF, and I was
remember
like,
it's Canelo's IBF that he had to relinquish.
Yeah, and I was just like, Canelo's ability to defraud the public. Nah, bro, his ability to defraud the public is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
Trust me, bro.
This is unlike anything, because
that he'll be 2-time undisputed now, you know.
Yeah, I mean, same with Usyk, I guess.
No, but Usyk's different. Usyk's slightly different because he lost it to someone he's already beat, and it's the Boar. The Boar went on a mad run to get to that position. Who's William Scull beat to get in that position?
And they took the belts off of him as well. Didn't Canelo
vacate
the belt?
Yeah, vacate
the belt. Whereas Usyk never vacated. They forced him to relinquish belts. So, but this is what he does. This is what he does, bro. It's like when you got a little brother and you have the ball. You know when you hold your little brother's head and say like, you know, he's swinging for you and he can't hit you. He's gonna give you the belt and then take it back and say I'm undisputed. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna find, and then he'll dig up a corpse of someone else. He'll probably give Terence Crawford a 168 belt when Terence Crawford's fought at 154.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And he'll probably give him a belt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What do you expect to see from Canelo? Do you expect a knockout or not?
We should be seeing him knock out William Scull.
If Conor Ben knocked him out, then boy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, you know, William Scull, 32, 23-0, 23 wins, only 9 knockouts. He's not not giving you anything to make you think twice. Canelo with that flipping blockhead that he's got, bro.
Trust me.
That pitbull head he's got, bro. You know what I'm
He
saying?
should be right.
He's built like an XL bully, Canelo. He should be able to walk straight forward. We know his legs are gone, but it will just be a standard Canelo stalking the prey,
facts,
closing off the ring, and then letting off on him. And
how much heart does William Scull have?
Yeah, just bro, he's a sparring partner for Conor Ben. So that tells you where he's at in his career.
Yeah,
is Crawford a sparring partner for Conor Ben? Is Benavidez a sparring partner for Conor Ben? No. Do you know what I'm saying? No.
This guy, you know what? For me, you just brought up a great point. The fact that you're a sparring
partner for Conor Ben, for someone who's not even you're a world title holder who's a sparring partner for someone who doesn't hold any world titles and has never fought at world level.
That's mad. 3 weight classes below you. 3 weight classes is mad. And now I'm thinking about it, you're probably just going to sell your belt. You're literally going there to sell your belt, bro. Because, bro, if you're getting paid
the belt
to spar,
for free. Bro, he's not selling the belt. You got it for free. This is like when man go on Gumtree and pick up things in the freebie section and then go and shop them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is.
No, but when I'm saying he's not going to go there to try and become undisputed. He's going there to sell his belt.
He's not selling his belt. He's giving Canelo back his belt.
But he's getting a bag of money for it.
Of course, but it's not his. It's not his, bro. In the same way, that belt's not Jermaine's. Like, it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not his belt.
The reason why I'm...
It's not...
The reason why I'm...
It's not... You know what I mean? I'm just telling you
the reason why I'm saying, that he's selling his belt. I'm saying it in the essence that his mindset is just to make as much money as possible.
Of course.
Not to become undisputed.
Of course.
So in the process of making as much money as possible is I'm going to sell myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not going there to win.
Yeah.
Canelo's the biggest cash cow. I'm gonna sell myself in it. And the only bargaining chip that I have is my belt.
Bro, when have we ever seen a Cuban fighter that just travels around the world fighting? Cubans don't travel. His last fight was in Germany. Before that, it was Vegas. Then Germany, Argentina. Bro, man's never seen
sparring Conor Ben.
And then sparring. Man's never seen these types of things.
Now he's fighting in Saudi.
Man's never seen these types of things from a Cuban. Do you know what I'm saying? And the only knockouts he's got are against like super low level opposition. Do you know what I mean? Someone whose record was 2-3. I think he's only fought. He's only fought 12 rounds. Like 3 or 4 times.
Actually, I don't think Canelo's getting enough stick for fighting William Scull, bro. He's not getting enough stick at all,
bro.
William
Scull's last stoppage was, to be fair, Diaz had one. He only had one loss.
Who's got worse of a knockout ratio? Who's had a more recent knockout? Scull or Canelo?
Probably Scull.
Because Canelo ain't had a knockout in 4 years.
Scull's last knockout was November of 2021. Same kind of time. They both haven't had a knockout. This could be a 12-rounder.
They both haven't had a knockout in 4 years. Now, Canelo's not getting enough stick for for fighting William Scull still. You can't give me Berlanga then William Scull, I'm sorry.
William Scull won a unanimous decision in an 8-rounder against someone with 32 wins and 18 losses. And he went to decision with that guy.
That's what I'm saying, like, Canelo's shameless, bro. This guy is shameless.
That's what I said. That's what, bro. His ability to con the public is mad, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. And
he's got some like judge over Cinco de Mayo, bro. He just prints 100 mil every Cinco de Mayo. Every year he just prints 100 million. 100%. Every year, bro. He's like the Mexican bank. Like it's actually insane.